There you go. So now we're all on. Oh my god, now you can see my underwear that. Never mind, I have to put my legs like this now. So, hi Ellie. So this is how it's gonna go. What I'm gonna do is we have only half an hour. So what we will do is I will read the questions that were already written, and I will be addressing those first. And then if I have some time, I will address questions that are from the live feed. Other than that, you're shit you're shit out of luck. This is why I always share these things so that you guys can all see them. So now let me just share the live stream in my group and on Facebook, and we can get started with the live readings. You guys please have to understand that I cannot answer all of the questions because some of those are quite not answerable. But the ones that I think that I can address, I'm gonna do that. I don't do psychic stuff, meaning I don't do the whole, future stuff. Will he love me, or will he do this, or will he do that? I don't do that kind of things. Just so you guys know. And I already said it in the previous video too, but I needed to address it again. So let me see. Let me just share this. Live reading started. And we can go. Hi, Gertrude. Hi, Dina. Thank you, Dina. Hi, Kevin. Um, yeah, my hair is growing right now, so it's like I don't know what to do with it. Quite white yet. So sometimes it's a mohawk and sometimes it's not. Um, so just so you guys know, we're doing Facebook and YouTube at the same time live. So if you guys hear me answer some kind of question that you don't quite see it written down, just so you know, it might be from the other channel. Hi Chrissy, if you wanted reading, if I have time, we're gonna do that. If not, then next time. Or you can stop by the store and purchase a reading. So now I'm gonna want to take a look first at the questions that you guys asked. So thank you, Chris. Hi, Holly. So here it goes. Lakisha is saying, I'm wondering what, if anything, my ancestors have to tell me. But if I have to put in a question for what direction do I go in spiritually, I think that I address quite a few questions from this manner every single time I do these live readings. Guys, I cannot tell you which direction you need to go. The spirits cannot tell you which direction it is that you need to go because there's so many directions that are possible to go to or to go towards. The only thing that I can tell you when you guys are asking these questions, when you guys are so confused that you don't know what next to do, is do your ancestors. Don't worry about anything. Study your culture. Do your thing like that. Take care of them. Live your life. A lot of times, and with this probably I'm gonna answer quite of other questions that have been asked about the ancestors. A lot of times, your ancestors can either stay quiet, or they can hi Bastet, or they can block you on purpose, and they will block you on purpose because something because of something that you are not getting done in the mundane life. It's not all about spiritual stuff. Hi Janie, I hope you like it. So it's not all about the spiritual things. When it comes to taking care of the dead, it is also about what you do in life. So if there was something that you needed to do and you are not doing it, like addressing an issue that you have that you need to work on, or if you have had an intuition that you needed to take a certain job or do something and you're not doing it, then stuff like that can happen. They will halt you. So just keep that in mind. When it comes to that kind of stuff. So I have to drink this because I'm gonna have to talk fast now because we have only half an hour. And for those of you guys are for first time over here, we do live readings like this about once a month. and they're free. But for them to be free, you guys have to write down your situation in comments ahead of time so I can get to them. If you guys arrive without asking those, then if I have any time after I address every single one of them that has been written down, I'm gonna get to you. If you guys want a private reading that you don't want to say stuff in front of people, then you're gonna have to go to my store ancestralwitch.com and purchase one. So yeah. So let me see now. The next question. Hi. Now I'm gonna go to the YouTube one. So let me see, because that was from Facebook. So Darth Poet is asking, "Hello and thank you. What am I supposed to be doing with my life? What will help me to have witch power?" See, witch power. Not see. I'm gonna address this like this. Not everybody's born um to be a witch. That's one. Second, if you want to, learn to become one, this is a lot of learning. Nobody can tell you where to go. Nobody can tell you what to do. The simple things that you can do is to start meditating, and to start journaling, start writing everything down, and start writing down your dreams as well. Even if you don't remember them, just write down, I don't remember, but start write everything down. Um, so now I don't do future predicting, because the future can change like this. With every single decision that we make daily, your future can change. So I'm not one of those people that does future readings. The readings that I do is solving a concrete problem. So let's say for example, you want to go get a job, a certain job or whatever, and you want to know what can you do to do that. Well, this is the kind of thing that I can help with. Other than that, I don't do future predictions. That's not what I do. So Bridget wants to know, should she forget about David and move on? So let's see, Bridget. Oh, thank you, my English friend. See, I don't know if you're gonna pass your exams. Powerline, that is a future predicting. It's impossible to say. You're gonna pass your exams if you study. So that's that. So now, let me see if Bridget should forget about David. Basically, what I'm gonna be asking is there any future with them too? Bridget, the answer is yes. You need to forget about him and move on. Now, I also can't tell you guys what these numbers mean. If you're seeing fours and eights and 12s, and there's no I don't know. I can't. I mean, I can't. Tell you that in a 2 seconds. Time. So now let me see another question. So Renee wants to know, what can she do energetically to cut the cord from a narcissist ex. So see, this is the kind of stuff that I can help with. So this is a perfect example. So what one can do is, hey hermana, I love you back, Rosalie. So what you can do is to cut the cord is, first of all, you need to do my favorite part is washing with black walnut, right? That's my favorite part. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pray over it to cut all ties to this person, right? Now, my second favorite is, and I always like to have a backup method, okay, is knives. I like my knives, I like my blades, right? And everybody that has, known me for a while, they know that, I like to set things on fire, and I like my blades. So, take a blade, take a knife that is brand new. Nothing that has been used, and no butter knife, but actually sharp knife. Take that knife and, cut them. Cut those cords. Visualize them and cut those cords, from this person. Don't forget your private parts, because that is the strongest cord right there. So don't forget that one. And then toss that knife somewhere. Toss it at a crossroad. And then go on and knowing that you have cut your ties with this. But do not forget about the black walnut husk bath. So you're gonna be washing that in a pot of water, praying over it, for it to cut these ties, emotional ties to this person, and then you're gonna pour it over yourself. So Bettina says, I always see how other people have this feeling of presence being at their ancestral altar. I don't have any special tingling or feelings. On occasion, I'll get the urge to give them tea instead of coffee or some specific food, but not on a daily basis. My question is, am I doing something wrong? I'll check. My opinion is you are not doing anything wrong. Thank you, Lynette. So now let me see. No, that is not the part that you are doing wrong. I will ask you one thing. I don't know if I'm losing the news feeds over here. So now, what the things that you may be doing wrong is, are you doing this daily? Are you being consistent? Are you doing in your life what you're supposed to be doing? And if you guys are going to be asking me, how are you going to know that? Well, how are you going to know it if you don't do divination? You're going to know if you do your daily venerations to your ancestors. You will know. There's going to be no question about that at all. You're gonna know, and you're gonna trust your intuition, because you're gonna have, by that time you would have made that connection with them, so there's gonna be no questioning, if and how, so Joanne, you can ask, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to you at this time, because I'm answering the ones that have already written their stuff like a week and a half ago. I always put these videos way ahead of time so you guys can write down your situations. I give you plenty time. So if you don't get to do that, then if I get the time to answer, then I will. But there's a lot of people in the live feeds, so I'm really not sure if I'm gonna get to you at all. If not, then write it down for next time. And I always announce this in my newsletter, so just so you guys know, I always announce these live readings in the newsletter, and you can subscribe to it at ancestralwitch.com. Scroll all the way down, and you will see the box to subscribe to the newsletter. So yeah, why should I be lying, So, yeah. Now, let me see another question. Now, Chris wants to know, do I have any blocks in my path preventing me from further growing spiritually and furthering the development of my spiritual gifts, as well as any blocks I have preventing me from practicing magic the way I intend? Thank you. Alright, so let's see, Chris. Berzosa, yes? Chris Jr. Berzosa. So let me see if you have any blocks spiritually. So, Chris, you don't quite have blocks from things that stop you from growing spiritually. The only block is you. Hey, yes, I did say the name correctly, right? Great. So when it comes to that's because I'm an immigrant and we say "r" as well, so that's why. So now, when it comes to these blocks, the blocks are more coming from you yourself, right? There's nothing outside of yourself that is putting up a block to that. Now, when it comes to a block that keeps you from practicing magic the way that you want to do it, then there is a block. But this block is more of like your ancestors want you to. They want you to more focus on their shit, if that makes any sense. So it's not like they're blocking you in general per se, but it's more of, this is how, do it like we're doing it, work like we're working. And if that means, work, through the Christian religion or whatever the religion that they were, then so be it. That's what you're gonna have to do. Hey, Tinha, my Turkish friend. Thank you, Marcia. Now let me see another question. Now, Brenda is asking. This is Brenda Madrigal. She's asking. I always seem to get things going on the right path in the right direction, and the ball moving, and whatever things are naturally good, love wise, money wise, health wise. Something always happens, and my relationship ends. Uh, I have problems with families, so it will leave me financially. Look, guys, Brenda, listen. Like, you need to learn how to write correctly, okay, honey? Like, I really seriously, I can't quite understand everything. I mean, I do majority, but I need to put a lot of effort in it. And yeah, just write correctly. You're talking to a to a 20-year-old immigrant. I mean, a 20 years veteran over here. Not I'm not a lifey yet. So let me see. Question is, now you want to know if your godparents have anything to do with this kind of a thing. No, this is more of a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing. So your godparents um, have nothing to do with it directly, but in a way they do. I don't know if you're understanding me. What I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say with that. So let's see what else we got now. So because we don't have that much time. So Jin wants to know why am I guided towards Cuba and Santeria when I'm white Irish from England? Is my son lucky because of his gray hair? So now I can't answer 5,000 questions from one person. I will answer one. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a look at that whole Cuba Santeria thing because I'm gonna guess that that is more important than why the son is lucky because that was written first. So let's see. So you are kind of being led that way, but this is not so much to do about initiation or anything like that. This is more of cause like listen, like Santeria, along with like voodoo and Palo and all these, they have kept the way that they venerate their dead, the way that they take care of their dead. They have kept their ways for thousands that has been going on for thousands of years, right? Now, Western society, and that includes, the Isles as well and Western Europe, um, they kind of like they have taken on a different path. So I'm not saying that Western Europe is not honoring their dead. All I'm saying is that there's more to it, and you just need to start digging in it a little bit more than that. So I really, really hope that that makes some sense. Hey Chris, I'm glad. So now you know that what I said and what you got, in divination yourself when you did it, that is the same thing. Marcia, yes, I do mentor people. I do have a group, but hit me up in an email, because I'm just changing things around right now. I mean, in kind of a transition when it comes to business. But you know my email, ancestralwitch@gmail.com. Just write to me. So I can explain more because right now we don't have that much time. So yeah, I think that because this has been the case with me when it comes to you being from a different background and you're drawn somewhere, it does not necessarily mean, it may mean that you do have an ancestor from that culture, but it doesn't have to mean that. A lot of times it's just your dad drawing you somewhere to a more like old style things, old style way of venerating the dead. So that's what matters to them. um Now, Iris wants to know, I damaged a long term friendship with someone whose initials are JS. Is this person open to reconnect, and should I reconnect with them? So let's see, Iris. Iris, this is a very wonky one, right? So it's very wonky because something has been broken, right? So something has been broken with this friendship, and what they're saying is like, yes, they could be open to rekindling the friendship, and it could be a good idea that you try to reconnect with them. But here the key word is could, okay? Because first of all, it's gonna be hard to do that. It's gonna take a lot of effort, right? And it the reason that they're not telling you exactly don't do it is because it can lead to something good, but you may not be at first you may not be welcomed with an open arms. So I really hope that this makes sense, what I'm saying right now. So let me see another question. We don't have that much more time. We have less than 10 minutes left. So let's see. Amy, I really can't tell you what the family tragedy is. Um, so I mean, I can't delve deep in it, especially not in a couple minutes. So Casey wants to know: is there a hex on her relationship with Noah? Noe? I don't know. And now the second question, I'm gonna also consider it less important. So let me see. Where did they go? So this is the case when it comes to the relationship and the hex that you think that exists. So there is something there. It's not a hex. It's not a curse per se. Okay, it's more of people with bad intentions. So when people with bad intentions are around you, all that kind of like sticks on you as well, like they emit it, you know so that's more of the case. It's not so much of somebody deliberately throwing magic at you, but it's more of that. So the thing that you can do is more of protection. Cleanse yourself and cleanse your partner. If these people are coming to your house, cleanse the house and then protect, so that can be prevent it. And also hmm, if I don't know how close these people are. I was about to say like maybe you can banish them, or not quite let them to come inside the house. Meet these people outside of the house somewhere, if you particularly have to meet them, also they're close people, so you can't quite banish them. See, okay, good. Okay, so then yeah, just don't allow them in the house too much, because then the house seeps all that energy in as well. Hi, Amira. So now now I'm gonna be picking a question from Facebook. So Lisa Combs wants to know what is the best strategies for useful, successful career with the current employer. So let me see that real quick. So what they're saying real quick, and this is like I have to be quick. So what they're saying is like your best for the number one thing that they're suggesting is for you to work with lodestones and draw these people to you. And by people, they mean whatever, whoever that is, executives or directors or whatever, because you need to be noticed. They need to get to know you. They need to be sweet to you. They need to feel attracted to you in whatever the fuck kind of way. I don't care what kind of way it is. It does not mean that you need to go sleep with them, but something has to they have to have kind of have like damn, I forgot the English word now. When somebody's drawn to you, not so much love wise, but it's like they're just like inkling. They have an inkling for you, kind of. They like you, like you're their favorite, you know. So that kind of thing, you could. It's good for you to stir up some kind of a thing like that. That is a good tactic that you can use. So now Amanda Bryson wants to know. I currently work and live with my boyfriend. What I would like to know is if this is the path I should be on, or is it time for me to go about my own path career wise? All right. So magnetism, yes, that can be one of the word. Hi, Stacy. Um. So now, let's see. So what they're saying is, if it's gonna be a wise choice or not for you to work and live with your boyfriend, is gonna depend solely on you guys, because it's like how big that success is going to be will depend on how you two can communicate. How you two can get along, how you two can make this work. So all of that. So they're not saying that doing this is a bad choice, nor are they saying that doing this is a great choice. It can be an excellent choice, but it can be a horrible one. So it all depends on how you two are going to go through these motions that you need to go, because working together is very stressful. Who's going to be the boss? So all that stuff is gonna have to be weighed in. So when it comes to work, it would be like best if you guys have like written roles. Like, this is what you do and this is what I do. So there's gonna be no overriding. That is really not a good situation, and especially if you guys are partners in life and in business, so, and live together. So it's got to be some kind of a teeter-totter when it comes to the house life, but when it comes to the business, it needs to be written down and everybody needs to know what exactly their role is. So you know that's my suggestions for that. So now let me see. I'm gonna address only one more question, and then we are almost out of time. What I'm gonna say before I address it, though, because I still see a lot of new people still writing questions and asking for readings. Please, guys, pay attention to what I'm saying and what I'm writing. I don't do general readings. I don't do future readings. I don't do future predicting stuff. Now, these are the two things. Now, I always give about a week and a half, about 10-ish days, about 10 days. I give 10 days notice that I'm gonna do this kind of a video. I send an email notification, I post a video on YouTube, and I post on Facebook, letting you guys know to write down your situations and your questions. So these are gonna be the ones that I will address first, because we only have half an hour, of my time available over here. So I usually don't have quite that much time in order to address, the live audience. You guys are quite a lot. I'm just one person. So make sure that you guys write all of your questions for next one. And you guys can know when that's gonna, happen when you guys subscribe to my newsletter. So go to ancestralwitch.com, scroll all the way down, and you will find a box that you can subscribe to the newsletter. So with this newsletter, I send out an email about 10 days ahead, and I'm like, hey guys, this is what's going to be happening. Go ahead, go and write your comments and write your questions. So that way you can make sure that you have the biggest chance of me getting to your situation and to your problem and addressing it. So that being said, let me have address one more question, and then that's it. So Tracy wants to know if it's in her best interest that she leaves her job and takes a chance. This is the most definitive yes, Tracy, that it is in your best interest that you do this. Now I will address only one more question because this one was short. So I'm gonna get to one more question. Tracy Payne, so this is a different one. You're most welcome. Uh she wants to know, she's like, no promotion or additional responsibility in my job for 5 years. Is there anything I can do, or is moving on best for me? So looking for promotion, I'm guessing. So let me see. So this is what you can do. Yes, there's something that you can do. So this is what you can do. You can, first of all, what you will do is you will take 5 oranges, and you will take a brand new honey jar bottle thingy, right? So you're gonna go to the river, and you will be talking to the spirits that live in the river. Nobody in particular, just the spirits that live in the river. You're gonna leave these oranges on the shore as a offering, and you're gonna peel out the stickers first, okay? So this is not just, guys. Just let me tell you something. That what I'm telling her right now is not applying to everybody that wants promotions at work. I did divination and took a look at exactly what it is that she needs to do for best results. So this is her prescription. That does not mean you guys, if any one of you wants a promotion, your prescription may be something different. I don't discourage you from trying what I'm saying, because that's exactly why you're here. You can try it. Just don't don't expect too much. It can happen. It may not happen. So no expectations. Okay. So now go to the river and bring these things and peel off the stickers from the oranges and leave them by the bank over there by the water. Um, Address the spirits of the water of the river, and tell them who you are, and you're gonna be saying your maiden name, or if you have changed your name for any reason, then they need the name that you were born with. If you are a transgender person and you have changed your name, you know, completely, you still have to say the name that you were born with. I'm sorry, guys. I support you in everything, but you still have to say the name that you were born with, because this is how spirits know you, okay? So, you're gonna say that. So then you're gonna say why you have come. Um, no, you can't take other people's prescription. So you were coming there to ask for help in getting promotion. and you're gonna open up this honey thingy, and you will try it first, put it on your tongue first, and then you're gonna spill all of the honey into the river. Now, if there's ducks coming or any kind of animals coming and start pecking on the food, don't worry about it. They should be doing that. That is one of the best signs to have, when you do that kind of stuff, when you do some work like this. And then when you come home, simple thing, you can put the your superiors in a sugar jar and sweeten them to yourself. You can grab some sand from the river and you can put that sand also in that sugar jar as well. You can put some red clover over there. You can put some bee pollen as well in there too. So put that in there and keep them sweet. And then you can also, whatever the name of the company is, you can also put that in there as well, because every company has its own like egregore, like its own spirit. So put that in there as well and keep that sweet too. So that's it, you guys. It's like we're like 36 minutes in. I have to go hit the gym with my husband, because this fat ain't gonna fall off on its own. So I gotta go, but every single one of you, and I'm gonna repeat this again for the last time, for the last time today. Every single one of you that I did not get to, subscribe to my newsletter, ancestralwitch.com. Scroll all the way down, get that box over there on the bottom of the page, and subscribe. That way you will get notifications. Thank you. Thank you, my British baby. See, I don't know if I can call you British. You're English. So I love you so much. So, what I was about to say. Now, subscribe, right? After you subscribe, when I'm gonna be doing these again, and I do these about once a month, sometimes twice a month, right? Depending on how busy I am, So, subscribe, and you will get an email about 10 days ahead of time that this is happening. That way, you can choose your platform. I'm gonna do it like this again: YouTube and Facebook, either or. Choose your platform, and write down your questions, and make sure that I will be able to get to you. You're gonna get the best chance of me getting to your question. If you wait until the live readings like this, as you seen today, I did not have any time to address anybody. I just had too many inquiries. So you never know. Sometimes I have more, sometimes I have less. So that's it. I don't want to bore you bore you anymore. That's it, you guys, and I'll see you next month. And I don't even know how I can shut this off from YouTube. I'll figure it out. Bye.